Now I'll close public comment. If you want to address some of the statements.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. The first thing I heard was another discussion about the height, and the MPD allows for 50-foot height. This project is going less than what they can do at 45 feet. I just want to remind some folks too that our single family height limit is 35 feet. That's our regular single family home. So this is really only excess of 10 feet from what a single family lot can build as far as height goes. Also too is the nature and the wildlife. Again, this development of regional impact was reviewed by the St. Johns River Water Management District. It was reviewed by the Department of Environmental Protection. It was reviewed by the Northeast Regional Planning Council, the City of Palm Coast. All the conservation areas and that is their priority, is to protect the natural resources. So when this was approved, it was really considered to take care of those natural resources. Thus, for this specific project, as you can see, so over 75% of the property is being preserved while clustering those areas that is more permissible for development. The postings, yes, we do posting, and our code requirements are for 300 feet for their neighborhood notices, and sometimes maybe the posters do fall. We do monitor those. We take pictures of those to make sure that those postings are up. Why are we bringing this up now? If it has been approved, well, that's because our land development code has specific requirements, like for this application for a site plan. If it's a master plan, it does go before City Council for approval. Why do we have neighborhood meetings if this use was already approved? Well, we have neighborhood meetings because we want the public participation. For example, I remember at the neighborhood meeting, there was some lighting concerns across Matanzas Parkway. Well, the applicant and city staff will discuss some of those concerns, and maybe we can remediate that a little bit. They are going to be able to put shielding to make sure that lighting doesn't bleed out. So we still continue the public process to make sure that our citizens have the input as well as the applicant for a project. And then again, for the public improvements for bonding, anytime that we do a preliminary plat or a final plat, City Council would approve a bond for our public infrastructure. We require a bond to make sure that those public infrastructure is being installed. And we also require assurance that after a year, an additional year, to make sure that our public infrastructure is properly being utilized and there's no deficiencies in that. That's all that I remember, ma'am.
Council, any questions or comments on this item? Not, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion. A second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
Approves 4-1. Okay?
Just for the record, that motion was to approve this agenda item, and it passed 4-1.
Yes.
Okay, just want to clarify the record. Thank you.
Agenda item